Hello, folks. This is Jerry Watchdog, and I located in Chicago. I work with people across Chicago, across the United States, and even globally. Today, I'm going to show you and talk to you, introduce you to some elements that I do and how disgusting our some local governments can be. And you're probably familiar with that. And the end of the thing, I'm going to show you a video. What is the results of these issues? Like everybody, we have a social crisis in Chicago: narcotics, drugs, prostitution, railroad companies overloading the trains and they causing vibration, breaking windows, concretes, flooded houses because the cracks in the walls and so forth and so on. But so many different things I'm going to talk about. Our police department is not doing some the services that we're supposed to do. And our purpose is for the people and the power. That's what I stand for. One voice for many. We got a global story, courage, accountability, and advice. That's what we do. That's what the Watchdog Group stands for. But as I was saying, our 8th District Police Department and 23rd Ward particularly are very disgusting. Now, you have to understand, you have to remember you citizen rights, the First Amendment. It got so far to the point that, we make numerous phone calls about some issues in our neighborhood and so forth. Nobody cared, nobody listened. So I decided to go personally from door to door, from agency to agency, police departments, and so on and so forth, and exercise my rights and the rights of the citizen. Yeah, you see that witch? That's our alderman from 23rd Ward, A District. We're still trying to address a few concerns, quite a few of them. Illegal parked cars in residential places, commercial vehicles, no license plates, prostitution, drugs going on, shooting in our neighborhood. Well, you're probably facing similar issues. But, we got to take care of our own neighborhood. So we addressed that to our police department at 23rd Ward, particularly. That old man is a pretty disturbing person and the employee in their office. So we're trying to fix that as well. A district, we already addressed those concerns to COPA and some local government and see how we're going to go, whether we're going to have to go to the state level and even maybe federal level and keep these people accountable for spending and wasting taxpayers' money. Shooting, district police attempt to eliminate citizen. Yeah, well, they're not physically trying to eliminate citizen, but they're eliminating their concerns. So I'm sorry, I don't want anybody misreading the statement. Dangerous acting, yeah, district police department causing dangerous health outcome for the citizen because they don't listen. And you will hear on the video when I'm talking to my psychiatrist, I near end up in a hospital with a heart attack, trying to address the issues to the police department, the alderman's office, and so on and so forth. But I'm meeting with some very nice lady from 14th Ward, and perhaps I will have some success to addressing some issues. Yeah, you got to stand up. You got to stand up and raise your voice. That's your rights. So I'm sorry if I'm boring you too much. Some of those incidents and issues you probably know. If you have any suggestions and the recipe, what would you like to hear about and how can you help? Please let me know. And the skeletons over here, that's what I'm trying to get out. Get them out of the closet. Get them on open. A lot of local and state government, they have those skeletons hiding. And this beautiful fat cow, I call it fat cow. I'm going to send this fat cow on a diet, a permanent diet. So I hope you guys could help also, because she is going on the permanent diet, that's for sure. And we all need help, no matter who you are, who we are, what color we are, where we came from. We all need help. We need to stand together. We need to work with each other. Even though we have our different opinion on different views, we are human and we should be looking out for each other. And some people says I was sitting across the desk one day in the congressman's office, and the conversation came up that a friend of mine said, "Well, Jerry, you could catch more bees with honey." And I said, "Well, you're right. If you want to keep him, that's true. But if you want to get rid of him, you probably sprinkle the vinegar all over your body, and the bees ain't gonna bother you, not gonna sting you." And he started laughing. But anyway, so I thought I'd put this together. And anyway, folks, I want to, before you see the movie that I recorded, I want to thank you for overwhelming support. Thank you for subscribing. For those of you who haven't had a chance yet to do that, please go and explore my channels. Give me some suggestions. I have 3 channels right now. I have this channel, then I have a Watchdog Group channel, and then I have a Watchdog Group around the globe. I have some people working with me from Pakistan, Bangladesh, Japan, Nigeria, Africa. And the way to do it, you obviously on YouTube, thank you again, but I'm also very active on the Facebook. Nextdoor.com, it's a pretty nice platform. I always recommend that. People all ages goes on that platform and look for answers to their questions, looking for items, donating items, business people, corporation. Pretty interesting platform. And you see my local phone number in there, my email. That's my picture in the middle. And here's the video that I recorded of my televisit with my psychiatrist.
Okay, folks.
Because what I do, some of those things
Here we go.
get so much pressure on me that I had to
Started with my
seek help.
psychiatrist. Okay.
I had 2 attempts on my life, and last April, somebody was trying to run me over. So some of this issue become overwhelming a little bit.
Okay, waiting for the host.
So I'm waiting for the meeting to start. You will hear. So again, thank you again. The meeting will start shortly. Thank you for subscribing. Have any comments or suggestions? You have my information. Please get in touch with me. Let me know what could I do better. How could I help? How can you guys help? Me, my neighborhood, Archer Heights in Chicago. That's what I live for 45 years.
12:44 p.m.
Okay, well, we're in the meeting.
Still trying to log in.
We're still waiting. What's going to happen in a couple of seconds?
My Zoom meeting.
So I'm meeting with one of the older men on Tuesday. I'm looking forward to it, to address a lot of the concerns of the residents in here.
Waiting for the host to start the meeting.
I wait for the meeting for quite some time. We initiate some FOIA reports. We spoke with the state representative, employees. They've been postponing a lot of things, and oh man, for about 3.5 years. Okay, here's the meeting start.
Yeah, now it's better. Okay. Can you see me?
I can. How have you been doing?
I'm okay. I'm all right now.
You all right? Any issues with the complaints with the car?
I'm sorry?
You said you almost got run over last time, and then you were running around.
Right.
To get people to recognize this, and didn't look like you were gonna give up on it. Anything else happened after we last spoke?
Well, I have spoke to a couple of attorneys and my doctor, and I got a meeting with one of the attorneys probably Tuesday, Wednesday, to see where we're gonna go. And the doctor, some other things, because my back, my muscle is stretched, so the primary doctor recommended that I get MRI because the X-ray didn't show anything, and I'm continuously having this pain on my right side. One of the doctors suggested that maybe because I turned so fast, tried to avoid being run over, maybe I pulled some muscles or something. Maybe something to do with my back, because I had my back broken until 11 to 12 years ago. So we don't know if this aggravated anything. And, my sleeping issues are under control right now, somewhat. Maybe I got used to that or what have you. I don't know. I don't have no idea. We get the MRI done and all the evaluations gonna get done and, whatever you suggest and the other doctors. I just gotta cope with everything little by little. One doctor put me in medication, I think it's Ozempic, not Ozempic, Prozalam. It's like same thing as the Prozalam, right?
Yes, approximately 0.25 milligrams.
Right, yeah, so I'm on that, but we're gonna wait for about a month to see how. So far, it's, the effect that I'm getting is mellowing me down a little bit and keep me calm and so forth. Not that I was very hyper, but, it kinda helps me cope with a lot of different issues. With the event that took place on, April 1st, where the guy tried to run me over, and then I had some, not very pleasant meeting with the Chicago Police Department, addressing some concerns for the neighbors here and ward offices and, some politicians, they just, in my view, they only respect the neighbors and the voters when the voting time comes. But after that, you're just a number on a calendar. Unfortunately, that's the reality that we live. And then I had a couple cases in overseas regarding inheritance when my mom passed away 4 years ago. Some of the members of my family and some friends, consider me as an enemy right now because they have to cough out the money for the portion that I legally own, and they don't like that. And, when my mom was alive and when we support everybody financially, then yes, we were God Almighty, the best. But when that stopped, you become enemy. So.
Your mom died 4 years ago.
Right.
Are you talking about before that you were an enemy or you?
No. Before then, before my mom passed away, and before my financial situation was in better shape, we were the king of the mountain in their view. We were the goat provider. But the moment when the situation changes for me and my mom passing, and time comes for them to take their own responsibility, I become enemy because I'm not no longer the provider. So, it's my fault because it's my fault and my mom's fault because we let the other people depend on us so much that when we could not afford to do that anymore, their thinking become, hey, wait a minute, you've been doing support for us for so long, why can't you do it now? It's pretty common sense, I think, to any human being. So I don't think I can, I'm angry at them, I'm upset. They only look at me and my mom when we were able to do some things, but the moment we cannot do different things for them, they start distancing themselves from us, and or from me, because I'm the only one that's left. So, that is a thing that I gotta deal with. So. And then on top of that, I don't know how much you know about attorneys, I'm sure you do know too. The attorneys don't care. They don't care because they just the longer the issues extend, the more money they make. That's their business. So I mean, I know that. That's the psychology of. That's how the world turns.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So.
and they're just trying to be fair. The jury's just, they're just looking at it as in um, how it is, and they're just trying to be like, okay, this is just something for me to analyze.
Say it again, doctor, because I lost you for a moment. Who's trying to be fair?
You were saying that the juries doesn't care.
The who doesn't care? I'm sorry.
You said they don't care.
My family members and some people left in overseas, particularly.
Yeah, yeah, that's what you said, right? That they don't
Well,
care.
it looks like that's how it appears to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they're fighting me instead of talking to me and come to some kind of mutual agreement, they're hiring attorneys to resolve the family issues and matters for them, and
Mm-hmm.
it costing me tremendous stress and money to defend myself, what's mine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's right.
Yeah.
But that's why, you know. You keep on giving. That looks like this. You have a dog, and I don't dare to
You
complain.
can't make everybody happy.
Well, it's like this. My analysis is like this. If you have a dog, a person have a dog, if the person feeds the dog steaks all the time,
Mm-hmm.
you try to give him a carrot, he's not going to like it.
No.
He's going to be looking for the steak.
Mm-hmm.
And our humans are not no different. I know that. So,
Yeah, no dogs like carrots. No.
well, I got a surprise for you. My dog, Shih Tzu, I have for 16 years, and he loves carrots, celeries, and things like that. Oh, he loves them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
anyway,
then it's like letting it go, right? Because letting
right.
go also gives you the ability to be the bigger person.
Well, true, because the more you sit back and you think about it, say, hey, what have I done? Why should I got to look out for number one, myself. Not to be selfish, but, if I don't take care of myself, how can I could take care of anybody else? There's no way.
Mm-hmm.
So, I got to be here for myself.
Yeah.
It's like my mom, my mom passed away. Who's she's going to help now? Nobody.
Yeah.
She's not here. She's not here. So, but life goes on. Yeah.
How much of that medication you use? You use it every day, or you only use it as needed to help you relax?
Probably once a day, once a 2 day, just,
Mm-hmm. But not every day.
well, try not to. I'm trying not to.
Try not to, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
And remember last time we talked about a breathing technique? Did you try it?
Yes, I mean, I'm on it constantly, and I do go to my physical therapy once a week, but but the exercises that you said, breathing, yeah, that's my priority every day.
Did it help you sleep better?
Well, when I fall to sleep, obviously, I'm not going to keep on exercising the breathing technique. And so, I don't know, I mean, sleeping, I mean, I deal with that as best I could. I mean, I think it's going to take a little bit of time, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, of course it's gonna take you some time. And sometimes it goes very well, and then you forget to do it because you were doing well. But keep practicing.
Yeah, definitely, yeah, I would do that.
Good.
So, yeah, and she
Have
would.
you tried maybe amending with your family?
I did. I sent numerous letters. I use, uh, I mean, I use the intelligent platform
Mm-hmm.
to even kind of put my words together, and then I see what's presented to me. I don't know, if you're familiar with the Chat GPT?
ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, you're smart, huh? You like
So,
it? You like how that works?
well, let's put it this way. It's like every tool. If the mechanic knows how to use the tool, then the mechanic is good. No matter how many tools the mechanic will have, whether it's going to be gold or plated, diamond, this and that, if the mechanic doesn't know how to use it, tool ain't going to do nothing for you. Same thing goes for the platform. If you know how to use it, which I believe I do, but I'm not perfect. I never met a perfect person yet. It's like a car. If you know how to drive the car, you're going to drive the car. If you don't know how to drive the car, it's very dangerous. You could kill yourself, but not only you could kill yourself, but you could kill others. So, that's how that platform works.
Uh-huh.
Platform is not perfect.
Who taught you how to use that one?
Myself.
Ah, okay. Oh, wow. So you're not bad in technology like you think you're bad at.
You know, I do my best. Yeah. Some
Yeah,
people.
so everything is, we learn every day. We learn something.
Right. You know, I think I mentioned that to you. I think I had a question for you. Do you know what the best school on earth is?
Life experience.
Exactly. And the good part about it, well, good or bad or funny, whatever you want to call it, is the only certificate we get from the life experience, it's a death certificate. And guess what?
There's a birth certificate.
No. You graduate from life, you die, and you get certificate called death certificate. But you don't get to see it.
Well, maybe you do and you just don't know.
I don't have no answer for that one. You're right.
Um,
You know, that's kind of beyond my.
but you are ready and that it's okay. Like you're kind of like I'm done. I live my life.
Right. So. Yeah, the platform does a very good job for me, help me, going back to communicate with my family members. Yes, I do, sometimes I don't want to, I'm kind of careful. I want to watch out what I'm going to say, even that upset or angry sometimes. So the platform kind of helped me to put more respectful and, how could I say, more nicer form and easy to understand. But you know what? A lot of people, if I speak so clearly, particularly in writing, they are so scared. They're so afraid. I mean, where is this coming from? Who is this guy? I ran into this kind of answer. For example, I put a letter together for my 8th District Police Department commander, demanding on behalf of neighbors to meet with him. And his secretary got so confused, she didn't know what to answer. They opened the email about 5 times already and they didn't have no answer for me. I presented another letter to one of the alderman's office. I said, look, I mean, this is the letter from my neighbors. They give me the authority, not only to me, but to my corporation, which I opened not too long ago, to represent them on their behalf, because they don't have time. They go to work, they have to watch the kids, and you guys work from 9 to 5, and that's it. And you get paid, and you get paid, and you get paid by their tax money. So you gotta respect their wishes. That's not only their constitutional right, but you gotta respect it. And they don't like it, when I come out that way. So.
Well, why do you think they don't like it?
Well, I don't want to answer question with question, but I'm going to say this. I haven't met many people that like to hear the truth. And if you tell somebody the truth,
But what does that matter? Does that really matter if they
To
like?
me doesn't. To me doesn't. To them does. They're the one who hiding behind the rock, not me. I'm the one who speaks whatever I want to speak. I mean, not whatever I want to speak, whatever I think is polite and the truthful way to speak. If somebody doesn't like it, well, I cannot make nobody do anything, nothing. It's,
Which is fine.
yeah,
Which is fine. You're not supposed to make people just like it.
well, yeah, like you're saying, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, and down deep in your heart, or, turn around, go this way, and say, oh, I hate this guy, or I hate this lady, or this and that. No, 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 no. I don't like to be two-faced. I don't think so.
Yeah.
So, and I don't want to bore you too much, but I think I mentioned that to you too. I was in the office, high-ranking federal official, good friend of mine, and we're sitting across the table and we're chit-chatting, and the person turns around to me and he said, you know what, Jerry, I'm listening to you. I got to tell you something. Well, I said, well, go ahead, tell me. What do you want to tell me? Well, Jerry, you could catch more bees with honey than you could catch with a vinegar. And you know what my answer was? And I said, well, you're right, but. And he said, what do you mean, but? I said, well, I'm going to tell you what I mean by but. But is this. Yes, you're absolutely right. If you want to keep that bees, use honey. But if you want to get rid of those bees, use vinegar. So.
Yeah, it's sometimes you make good jokes too.
But I mean, that's true. Try to pour vinegar on your body, and you go into what do you call that area when there are a bunch of bees and so forth. They're not going to touch you. You're going to fly away. But the moment you put honey on your body or on your clothing or something like that, you're going to have nothing but bees on you. So.
It's not boring at all. It's life experience and you're sharing your life experience.
Sure. So.
No, they also started you on Lexapro 5 milligrams. They started you on 2 medications. One is the Lexapam that helps with panic attack anxiety. You use it as needed, which that's what you're doing. But there's this other medication that they started on, the 5 milligram medication.
I have two. If you hold on 1 second, I will get that medication I showed to you. Okay, hold on just 1 second. Yeah. Okay. I know which one you're talking about, Lexapro, but I used Lexapro a while back. The only medication I got, that Plausilam, that's this one here, 0.25. That's this one. And this one here, ESCITOLOPRAM, OXALATE, 5 milligram. Is that the Lexapro? I don't know. Oh, so that's a Lexapro, okay. It's just different name, I guess, because the pharmacy use different brand. But that's a Lexapro.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've been taking it every day?
Yes, yeah.
Any side effect with it?
No.
Did you feel like that helps with your anxiety too?
Well, helps me kind of tone down, and what I experience in my body is feeling like I'm trying to fight the medication and continue to do some things, but the medication is trying to get me down, telling me slow down, but my body says, go ahead, Jerry, you can do it. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting. Not as a drastic, not that it's not manageable, but however, this is the experience that I'm seeing right now. You follow me what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but you don't, it's too early to tell if it's helping you or not.
Right,
But
right.
as long as, you're not getting side effect with it.
No, no. Other than what I'm saying, that's the kind of feeling I get. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, good, good. And
Yeah.
then you're taking it every day as prescribed, or you kind of forget sometimes?
No, I take it every day as prescribed.
Mhm.
Just do medication, yeah.
Okay, good. But then you're also on the duloxetine too. That's more with the nerve pain though.
That one, yeah, yeah, I know which one you're talking about, right? Mm-hmm.
You've been on that one for a while?
About 6 months, something like that.
Mhm.
And then pronolol, not pronolol, that's for my gout, but ibuprofen 800 milligram. I'm not taking that anymore, but before I got this prescription prescribed, I took it for pain, because the pain was tremendous from my back, my stretch. And then I took the, what was it, Tylenol codeine 3, as needed.
Mhm.
But right now, I'm watching my pain and so forth, so hopefully that will be okay. And let's see what the results going to show on my MRI. Tuesday I'm going for my MRI.
To get your result?
Right. I mean, to get the MRI first, and then obviously I'll get the results.
Yeah.
So, because the doctors don't know if that's related to my back or to my twisting or what. What did I do? I don't know. So,
Yeah, but it could be from the car accident, or it could be also something you need to work on. That it's been there, but then made it worse.
right, right. Maybe make it aggravated or something. I don't know. I don't have no idea. I don't even remember how I react, tried to avoid the car hitting me. The car hit my car, and then proceed and just ran away. So I don't know if I twist my body so fast. I remember that I was screaming. I screamed in my alarm. I mean, there was witnesses in there. I screamed, "Hi, hi, stop, stop!" And but that's all I remember. So I don't know if all this came to service, and as I tell you, there was
What did the attorney say?
well, they say they want to see what the results going to say, and I just saw him Friday, yesterday. I saw previously attorney on Wednesday, but then they tried to combine everything, the police records, and then so on and so forth. So it's all in the process. So I think sometime this week I will have a better idea what's going on. But I'm more concerned about my health. I'm not worried about any kind of legal procedure things or anything like that. I'm more concerned about my health, and that's why I'm talking to you and the other doctors. See if I get everything
Yeah.
in place.
It's good to get like a team of people on your side.
Yes, well, I mean, exactly. I don't look for anybody to be on my side, particularly and give me favors. I just want to know and learn from others what should I do and take the advice and kind of weigh it out and determine what's going to be the best for me.
Mm.
You know.
We hope for the best.
I know. Yeah.
But we don't expect it to, go exactly how you want it to be.
Right.
Yeah, and then you're fighting, for what's right and what you deserve. So we do see that you are self-worthy of being cared for and being okay with it because, what they did was not right.
Yeah.
And it could, be that's why it's called accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But some things we cannot avoid. I know that. But and so having all this issue combined. For example, yesterday and day before, I had so much headaches and so much trouble to deal with the Polish courts and government, and I used that platform. the intelligence. Because I was lost. I was lost. They tried to answer the same question with no answer 5, 6 times over. And I almost gave up, but then I said, no, I'm going to keep on answering. And with the use of that platform, I finally got some results and, positive guidance which way to go and so forth. But it took me a while. And, I'm also working on a book for myself. And I give you another example. Today I used the platform to help me out to put some things together. And some of the things, some of the contents of the book was in English. But I want to translate that to my native language, Polish. And the platform, you would think that will do just fine with the translation. But when I asked the platform to translate the English text that we composed
So you
first.
took a picture of it?
Oh yeah, I take a screenshot, pictures, and I send an email, all sorts of stuff. And I send it to myself, and I put it on the flash drive sticks, copy everything in the Word. So.
Yeah, it's a lot of steps though.
See right here? So, I save everything. Not, I'm not perfect, but I try to protect myself. I've been burned too many times in my life that I just want to minimize my chances to. So anyway, going into the translation, the platform translated about 3 times the same thing. And each time the platform make mistakes. And I even, that's not human, that's machine. But I even make jokes. Say, look, your circuit breakers are burning. Why don't you take a break or talk to your creator to create a better platform? And the platform respond. You'd be surprised. Respond back and say, oh, Jerry, you did it again. Otherwise, stop giving me the confirmation this and then just get the job done. So I have a kick out about that one. I don't know.
Yeah. Did you get a chance to read it?
Yeah, I got it all saved. Yeah.
Yeah, all saved. Good.
Yeah. If you give me email, I send you a copy. I'm serious.
How long does it take for you to read the whole book then? Do you read it every day?
Well, I'm composing that for the last few days. I composed the whole book about 6 months. But I finally put it in the form. Then I'm about ready to put it in the e-format. I already got the formats. Put it on Amazon and Google as an ebook. Not only hard copy.
I have a hard copy.
I will get a hard copy, but it's going to take a little
You're
bit
gonna
yet.
print it out after you put it in.
Yeah. First I put it on Amazon, and then I put it on in a hard copy. I make a hard copy. Yeah. But it's going to take.
To get it print out,
Yeah.
like in a book.
Yeah, like regular book, then you get it from the store. Yeah. Well, right now, I'm getting that in a format. I tell you in a minute. I minimize this. Too bad that you cannot see my computer though, right?
No, I cannot see your computer.
Okay, I tell you which format is this. Okay, you familiar with Amazon Kindle? Kindle?
Oh, Kindle.
Kindle. Yeah, that's the one place that I want to go to. The other one is Google Books. And the platform that I trying to do, that's an EPUB e-reader. EPUB e-reader.
You can also press play and it will read it to you?
What is that? I'm sorry. Yes, yeah, that's right. Depends what option you choose on the platform and how much money you want to spend. It's going to cost about $400 or something. You follow me for the ebook. And it's a story of my life and things that I do, and That'll be interesting.
Interesting.
Yep. Well, I tell you really, I think if I send you a copy of whatever I'm composing right now, that would probably give you even stronger idea who I am and what my issues might be. This might be excellent idea. What do you think?
You mean to send it to my email?
Right.
But it's in Polish though.
No, I got it in English though too.
Oh,
I got English, Polish, Urdu, the Japanese, and a couple different languages. But I got an English version and Polish version completed.
yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah, I mean, if you,
It's a good idea.
yeah, I think so. I think that would be a great idea. If you want me to, I could send you bits and pieces, and you could read it.
Why
And
don't you also summarize it for me?
well,
Uh-huh.
how could I summarize 30 years or 30 years plus of my life?
Well, you one at a time though, like one session at a time.
Well, what would you like
So
to?
how about if we start at the basic history when you were a little kid?
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, all right. I self-educate myself. I was going to grammar school, and the age of about maybe when I was in the 5th grade, 6th grade, I was living by myself in the city because my father and my mother work in the city, and they help my grandmother farm with the stock, with the livestock and farm.
Were you in the U.S. then?
I came in the U.S. when I was 18, 1977.
19. So when you're talking about this, 1977, 18. When you're talking about this, then this is when you're in Poland. Then?
Talking about when and what? What are you talking about?
About when you were a kid.
Yeah, obviously.
Are you talking about like before you were born?
Not before I was born. I mean, how could I speak about something that was before I was born?
Okay, and then?
And then what?
So your grandmother was helping in the farm, and then?
Not my grandmother, my mother.
Oh, your mother was helping your grandmother in the farm.
Right, and my father helping.
And then okay, and this is like what you know about it, or you witnessed all this?
That's my life. I lived through that.
And then do you help in the farm?
Yes,
Yeah, so you kind of had like a hard life too.
somewhat. I learned from it quite a bit. And a lot of people don't get the chance to do that, but I did. And I'm very glad that I did.
What kind of farm? Is it only vegetables or is it with animals too?
Animals and vegetables. We grew cabbage, and we had an orchard. We had cherry trees. We had
Cherry trees?
yeah, different fruit trees. We had about 200 trees over there. Not much. Then we grew cabbage and cucumbers, and we had an in-ground pool that we make sauerkraut from the cabbage, about 40 tons a year. That's quite bad for those years.
And then until 18 years old, then you came to America?
Right. And I worked 3 jobs when I came to America. 2 full-time jobs, 1 part-time.
And then what happened to the farm then?
My father is still alive. He's 92. My brother is 6 years younger than me, and I have cousins over there.
And then they just still have the farm there then?
Right, and they're still fighting me to give me a third of the farm, or pay me
The
off.
land is still there.
Right, and the buildings and the houses. People live in there.
So everybody wants it too? Everybody wants a piece of it?
Well, it's legally to everybody. It's my father, my brother, and me. We three people that owns everything in there. The farm, the buildings, the houses, the condominium.
But then, are we like going to the lawyers to get it figured out who's get what?
The court already made the divide that property in third. Each one of us own third. But the deal is the two owners, my father and my brother, they not want to buy me out.
So you get to keep it?
I guess you don't understand.
You say they don't want to buy you out.
Right. They don't want to pay me for my interest. Say you got a house, right? You got a house. You got a house. And you got a house. And you got a one child and you got a husband, for example, okay? Now the house, because you bought it, it's not yours. It's your husband and it's your child. You follow me? It's not your home. It's not your home. You could pay it, but it's not your home. Your husband divorced you. You have to make the settlement between your husband and you before you could take him off. Otherwise, he still owns the house. If you want to sell the house, for example, for 100,000, for example, for 100,000, right? You get 33,000, your child get 33,000, and your husband get 33,000.
Oh, so 33%? Like everybody gets 1/3?
Right. Even you're the only one who pays for the house. You pay 100,000 yourself to buy the house. But because you're married, because you have a child, automatically, they become the owner. Co-owner. Okay, you call co-owner. That's
So
right.
you still own it now?
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Do you go visit?
If I want to, yes.
When was the last time you went to the visit?
About 15 years ago.
15 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
You go by yourself?
No, I went with my wife and my daughter.
I see. Are you good with your daughter? Like the relationship is good?
Right now, she lives by herself. She's about getting married next year. She just bought a condominium and she's got her own life. And my wife,
Visit you sometime?
I'm sorry?
She visit you sometime?
No,
Not much. When was the last time?
about 5 years ago.
Is she in Chicago? Is she in Illinois?
Right, yes. She graduated from UIC in Chicago 4 years ago, criminology, and she works right now for attorney's office.
Do you go visit her then?
No,
Why not?
I don't want to cause trouble. She didn't invite me.
But if you don't make a move and she don't make a move, time is gonna pass.
I know that. I sent numerous letters to her. Please, well, let's, because me and his mother divorced for 15 years. But me and her mother, we still together. We've been together for 30 years. We divorced because the family interfered with our marriage. So that's how the things went. We divorced. Because,
We're still friends?
oh yeah, oh yes, yes. We talk every day, 5 times a day, and we see each other at least once, 3 times a week.
Then why divorce though?
What's the marriage license? We already been married once.
You feel like you're still married to her then?
Yes, and she feels the same way. So, what's the difference?
What's the difference to you? Does it feel different to you?
No, never did. Never did.
Is she seeing somebody else?
No,
You're not seeing somebody else?
no,
Even after the divorce?
no.
Then what was the point of the divorce?
At that time, I just went okay with it. The family, she didn't know no better, so the family suggested that she should get divorced because maybe she will feel better or get millions or this or that and other stuff. They didn't like me, the way that I came forward, say, speak about this, tell them the truth. They didn't like that. So I said, hey, you don't like it? Go with your family. I'm sorry. You know, go with your family. Yeah. You're not ready to be married, so go with your family. Thank you.
So, Jerry, we are almost out of time today.
Sure, sure.
Can you believe it's almost an hour already?
Okay.
Maybe we reschedule next time. We continue to talk about it.
Sure, whatever. I mean, I think I know which way I gotta go with my issues and so forth. But if you really want to know me, which is not going to happen about having 1 hour session, for me to give a better idea, I either put a statement and send it to you, and obviously your time is money like everybody else's. So we have to figure out the way for you to spend the money. Spend the time, I'm sorry. And
Well, we spend the time together.
I know that. But, you know, talking is the one thing. We could talk forever for another 10 years. You're not going to know nothing. So, to understand this better, where I'm coming from and who I am, I think reading the book, it's actually the statement of my life. Every day.
We will go through it together. I cannot read it off the time.
I know that, right. Well, you figure out how you want to approach it and so on, and, you know, I don't have no problem, so.
Yeah, we'll go through it together.
Okay, yeah. But see,
I get to know you.
you know, when I was talking to you, you know, and I was talking.
You know, it's 66 years of your life. Maybe you don't remember the first 5 years.
No, I don't. No, but I mean, you know, like even when I start talking to you about my childhood, it takes you a little bit.
By there to understand.
Right.
How you are, how it ties up together.
Right. Because there's no way, no how that anybody, I mean, with all due respect, anybody will know. There's no way, you know.
No way. Not by 1 hour.
No, it's not gonna happen.
You know, and I'm only meeting you twice a.
Right. So let's see what happens next time, you know. But you got an idea, I got an idea, and we could approach it a different way or something.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
So would you like to meet me again in 2 weeks?
Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. Yeah.
That's great. Thank you.
Sure.
How about May 31st?
31st. Okay. What time?
May 31st, we're gonna keep it at 1 hour then.
Okay.
How about 12 o'clock?
12 p.m. it is. All right.
All right, I'll see you soon.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Nice talking to you. I'm sure interesting life experience. I'm gonna learn something from you too.
Wow. Works both ways, that's for sure. Okay.
All ears.
Thank you. Bye bye.
See you soon.
Bye. Bye.